It is Thursday, April 25th, 2019, 1:17 p.m. I got out of class at 8:45 today, 45 minutes after I went to class, because I guess there was like a water issue, and there was no water. And because of that, I guess it's a city policy that you have to close. So got out at 8:45. That's pretty cool. So I came home, did the dishes, and I went to go shopping a little bit. I got a haircut yesterday. Today I went shopping looking for some new shoes because I need some new shoes. I ended up driving around looking for a specific pair, the all black Adidas that look like Vans, but they're Adidas. Places said they had them in stock online, but go into the store and it turns out none of them do. And Sports Check, it said, yeah, in store. And then it was like, yeah, no, it's actually in store pickup or in store order, whatever. So I was like, okay, that's annoying. So ended up buying, ordering that from Sports Check. That should be coming in probably next week. So I bought those. You're going to see how those look. But I also bought Vans that were black but had white soles. So they had like the white stripe on it. So I'll see. They're a little tight. I don't know if they'll kind of wear in, but I'll just kind of wear them in the meantime while I wait for the Adidas to come in. If anything, I might return them. But that's that. So let's talk hockey. Because, oh, baby. So I think last time I talked, I don't remember when last time I talked was, but Leafs, Sunday was Game 6. Leafs were up 3-2 in the series. They're at home on Game 6, whatever it was. They come out with the first 10 minutes flying, just absolutely dominating. They go up 1-0, Morgan Rielly goal. And I'm like, oh, buddy, if they keep playing like this is an easy one. And you know what happened? The same thing that's been happening all season. They took a break. They decided, you know what? We don't want to play hockey, so we're going to take a break. So they took the rest of the first period off and the entire second period. And just like the Leafs this whole season, they came out in the third trying to play. And at that point, Boston was up 3-1 or something like that, and it was over. They squandered that lead. And that was annoying, and I was actually legitimately mad. Like, I've never been that mad before. Like, it affected my mood that much, where I was mad all day, all Monday. And, yeah, Tuesday was when I kind of felt a little better. But Tuesday came, and that was Game 7 in Boston, again. And, wouldn't you know it, the Leafs didn't really play as well as they could. And Boston, just dominated. And they end up winning 5-1, I believe. I think it was just one goal that was... Is there one or two goals that were empty netters? But yeah, they didn't really care that much. The Leafs didn't. And it was over. And yeah, there was a lot of things that were very, very annoying. First of all, Mike Babcock needs to go. I've been on this train since the start of the season. He's not a good coach. He got us where we are. Thank you. You got to go. You are awful. Line deployment was absolutely abysmal. He had Marleau out in the last 5 minutes or whatever it was. No need for that. Did not stack any lines. Decided that he's going to try it. I think it was Nylander, Moore, and Ennis. Like the last 5 minutes, last 10 minutes, something like that. Something we've been screaming about since Game 1. Power play PK was abysmal. Those two guys need to go. DJ Smith and Hiller, whatever his name is. They need to go. Awful. That was definitely part of the reason we lost the series. But Babcock just is stubborn as fuck. He does not adjust. He plays all the old veterans, and it's so annoying because every single day he preaches, play good and good things will happen. You get rewarded for good things, and then nothing happens. No one is rewarded. No one gets upgraded. People who play bad aren't demoted. You don't earn your spot. If you're a veteran like Patrick Marleau or Ron Hainsey, you are there. You are, no matter how bad you are. And they're good in limited minutes, okay? They're absolutely... Hainsey was fine, actually. Marleau is good in limited minutes. He's not a second line or whatever center or winger, whatever he was. So it was just so irritating. I think Matthews played 18 minutes. I think 18, and Tavares played 20 or something like that. So frustrating. And the thing is I felt like I had all my anger out throughout the last 2 days. And at that point, I was just kind of sad. And then by the time the game ended, it felt like back when I was depressed, it felt like I had this giant hole in my being. And I just couldn't really feel anything. And it's weird because I felt that when I was depressed. Like at my lowest low, I felt that. And I felt that when we lost. So I guess, it's nice to be depressed about something that is not super serious. But it was just so frustrating. And I just got so, annoyed. How many times do I have to defend this team to people? Defend it to myself. And they do nothing. They've proven nothing. I have no success to point to. They haven't won a playoff series since April 20th, 2004. I made a post, like a rough draft of things that happened in 2004 that I was going to post if the Leafs won the series. And it was shocking, some of the things that were on there. For example, the following websites didn't exist: Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, TMZ, Worldstar Hip Hop, Pornhub. What else was there? Facebook was 2.5 months old. Windows XP was the current operating system. iPhone was still 3 years away from being released. That was the year of being top 100. My Band from D12. The Reason by Hoobastank. That was the year that Lord of the Rings won like everything at the Oscars. What else was there? Same-sex marriage wasn't even legal in Canada until like July 2005, and then May 2004 was Massachusetts was the first state to legalize it. Like I have a whole list of this stuff. It was HD. The Leafs haven't won a playoff series in HD. Because that started in May 2005. CBC started airing in Ontario, I think in the province. Something like that, HD. So, wow. And they blew it, and they abso-fucking-lutely blew it. And I was just like, and the only thing too is like, on Sunday, before the game, I was talking, Matt was saying, so the Leafs were playing, and I was like, yeah, they have game 6, they're good, they're going to be great, they're going to win. And he's like, no, they're not, they're going to lose. And then they're not going to win game 7, so game 7, Boston wants it more, they're going to win. I'm like, no, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. He doesn't watch hockey. He hasn't watched hockey in like 15 plus years. Exactly what happened. My mom, who knows nothing of hockey. The only time she's ever watched hockey was back in the day when I used to watch it upstairs. So she's watched maybe 3 hockey games in her entire life. Knows nothing about the sport. And even she was like, oh, Toronto can't beat Boston. Toronto, they get a lead and they stop playing, and they just sit back pretending like they can win just off existing alone, or they win one game, they lose another. They have no consistency. She hasn't watched a hockey game. She's never talked to anyone about hockey games. I don't tell her this stuff. People at work are Leafs fans, but as far as I know, they don't talk to her about it. She just knows this. Someone who doesn't watch hockey knows that. It's so frustrating. Because I remember how excited I was when we got John Tavares. And I was like, oh, this is the year. This is so much different. Like we were so going to be so good now. And we weren't. I'm pretty sure we got less points than we did last year. Sure, we played a better playoffs, but we still lost in the first round to Boston again. It's so frustrating. Hearing people say, oh yeah, typical Leafs, they've lost again. And just being like, it's not typical. I mean, they're a better team now. Yeah? What success do they have? They won the draft lottery. And John Tavares came here. We played really good against Boston. We could have won. But we didn't. What else is there? Yeah, that's about it. That's about all we have to, cool. Cool. So, yeah, I'm still annoyed, and what makes it so much more frustrating, 2 things. Kadri got himself suspended again. I think we already talked about this, but he is dead to me as far as I'm concerned. He can get traded. He can be on the 4th line for. I don't care. I really have no opinion on this guy. He is. Well, I do. I don't like him. He's not reliable. 2 seasons in a row suspended in the playoffs, and this one he was suspended until the end of the first round. That was his punishment. They didn't set a maximum amount of games. They just said, you're not playing in the first round anymore. Guess he didn't play at all then, because Leafs aren't playing until September. Cool. So, useless. Absolutely useless. He did nothing this series. And you know why? Because he couldn't from the press box. So, fuck Nazem Kadri. I hope he gets traded. For someone good. I know it's like, why would you trade away such a good contract and a player who is good, but just has a temper? Why would you do that? Because I can't trust him. If I can't trust this player to be there when it matters, why do I want him on my team? I do not. So trade him for someone good. That's as far as I'm concerned for Kadri. And the other thing that makes it so much more frustrating is these playoffs have been absolutely bonkers. Okay? Bonkers. You have, this is the first time ever in the history of time where all four major North American sports, out of all major four North American sports leagues, so that's the MLB, NHL, NFL, and the NBA. Out of those four, never in the history of time have the top seeded teams lost in the first round or first game. So in this case, the first round, to the wild card or bottom seeded teams. Every single first place team lost. Tampa swept by Columbus. Calgary lost 4-1 to Colorado. Nashville, I believe, 4-2 or 4-3 to Dallas. And the reigning, defending Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals lost 4-3 in double overtime last night to the Carolina Hurricanes. Pittsburgh got swept by the New York Islanders. They're gone. Literally. And the Islanders, they're in it too. Like, what? How are the Islanders doing this? This is, it's just insult to injury. Good for them. They deserve it. Like, if we won, there is no easy path to the Stanley Cup. However, if we won, you have got to believe, you have got to admit that this would have been probably the easiest, quote-unquote, easiest route to the Stanley Cup we would have ever had, whatever. Not saying we would have won it, I'm just saying the path to it would have been easy, quote-unquote, again. Because, again, never know. Columbus sweeping Tampa, that's crazy. You never know. However, I mean, Tampa, one of the best teams ever in NHL history, gone. Favorite by everybody to win the Stanley Cup, gone. Defending champs, gone. Pittsburgh Penguins, Terrors, gone. Calgary Flames, gone. Winnipeg Jets, gone. Who else was there? Nashville, gone. Vegas, gone. San Jose, Boston, those four teams that I mentioned. 2, 3, 4. The Islanders, and some other team. Forget who it was. Oh, St. Louis, that's who it was. All good teams. All beatable. As far as I know, the only teams, excluding Boston, because if we won, it would have been us instead of Boston. The only team that really gave us issues was Colorado, I believe, this season. Colorado would have been a good matchup, but that's in the West, so New York Islanders probably actually would have been pretty difficult too. And something else. I feel like St. Louis would have been tough. But the other teams, I feel like we played well against them, so I wouldn't have been really that scared if we played them. But we can't. We're not going to. We're not going to because we're gone. I don't think it's fair to say professional sports players did not want to win. I think they absolutely did want to win. However, Boston wanted to win it more. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I just can't get over it. How this legitimately could have been the year that we won the Stanley Cup. It's not even an exaggeration. I think anyone with a brain will be like, yeah, I mean, Leafs could have won it. I mean, that's definitely, out of all the teams in there, they have as good a shot as any, especially since like the big teams are out. And you just know Boston's going to win the Stanley Cup, right? You just know it. You know it. With the teams that are left, you know Boston's going to win the Stanley Cup. So, whatever. I really, honestly, out of all the teams that are left, I really don't care who wins. Like, I like all the teams that are in there. I really do. Dallas, probably my least favorite because I don't like their logo anymore. Their old logo was better. And because of that, I don't like them. But literally every other team. Let's see. I want to see now. I want to see exactly everyone that's in there. Just so I know for sure. NHL playoffs. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Dallas for the St. Louis. Oh, I would love St. Louis to win just because Tyler Bozak's on that team. I'm okay. I'd be okay with St. Louis winning. Tyler Bozak's on the team. Plus, they came in the league. They've never won a cup as long as we haven't won a cup. So we have a cup, but they have no cups since 67. They came in the league in 68. So I'd love if they won. Plus Tyler Bozak. Love him in my heart. Love him. Dallas, I hate your logo. I don't want you to win. Colorado Avalanche, my second team. A legitimately good team. They finished last 2 seasons ago, made the playoffs, lost in the first round last year, and they beat the fucking Calgary Flames, the top-seeded Calgary Flames. Good for them. Plus, they have a 4th-round pick coming in. A first-round pick, 4th overall pick is what I'm going to say. And they're playing San Jose, who knows? I mean, they're whatever. And I wouldn't even mind San Jose. I mean, Colorado, obviously, that's kind of my West team. You know, I'm cheering for them because they're my second team. Always have been since Peter Forsberg and Joe Sakic. But then San Jose. I mean, they haven't won a cup in ever. Maybe. I don't know if they ever won a cup, but I like San Jose. I love their logo. They're sick. Love them. Columbus and the Bruins. I mean, I don't care about Columbus really. I have no opinion one way or another. They won their first playoff series ever by sweeping Tampa. Good for them. That'd be a happy, feel good story. Plus, they loaded up the trade deadline. That'd make trade deadlines in the future more fun. Boston. At this point, I bit my cheek. At this point, I don't care. I don't hate Boston. I really don't. Their logo's okay. Every time I see it, I think of Happy Gilmore. I really don't mind the majority of the people on that team. And they could win it. And if they won it, I wouldn't even be surprised. That would just be funny to me at this point. I would just laugh. Carolina, Islanders, both of them worthy of winning. I would be okay with either one of them winning. The Islanders would sting a bit just because of all this, the amount of shit, justifiably, the Leaf fan base would get. But whatever. There you go. That's it. Those are the teams. We could have won. We could have won the Stanley Cup. No! Kadri had to go get suspended. Mike Babcock had to not know how to coach a modern day team. The team had to just not play as well as they could have, like in Game 5. Game 5 was probably the best game they ever played. And because of that, I don't know if I'm going to be watching next year. October is or next season. October is a long way away. But I might watch the opening. This is what I'm thinking right now. I mean, and this is still 2 days removed or whatever from, or yeah, I don't know, a day removed? I don't know. A day removed, 2 days removed from the loss. So this could all change. But right now, what I'm thinking is I will watch the season opener. I will watch the home opener. They're usually separate games. And then I'll watch sporadically throughout the season. You know, I might catch a game on Saturday here and there. If it's a good team coming up, I might see how they play against them. You know, Battle of Ontario might catch that. Montreal's always a good game. Then maybe one a week, maybe once every other week, something like that. I might do that. That's what I'm thinking, and then just keep tabs. You know, I have my Score app, so I'll see how they're doing. But that's that. That's what I'm thinking, because I realize that I have too much invested in this team. They literally ruin my days if they lose. But then I'd be super happy if they win. So I don't know. I think that I just need to step away a little bit, and even in the playoffs next year, I don't even know if I would watch all the games. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe game 1 to see how they play. Maybe the first, if they don't have home ice, this is what I think I would do. I think if they're playing away, they'll play Boston again. You just know it's gonna happen. So they play Boston again next year, and I would watch game 1 just to see how they play. I would watch game 4 maybe. If by the grace of God, if they went up 3-0 in the series, I'd watch game 4. But otherwise, game 4. Otherwise, maybe I'll catch 3 or 4, one or the other. See how they play at home. And then I'll probably watch an elimination game. Probably, maybe. We'll see. But that's how I feel right now. Again, October might be different. We'll see. I can't believe it. I legitimately cannot believe they shit the bed this hard. Bray Wyatt has a new gimmick. He's doing this thing where it's called the Firefly Funhouse. And I really, really hope it turns into something gold, because it could be great. He's kind of like this children's TV show host. And but there's like an evil element to it. You can tell, because like the puppets that he uses are like creepy kind of. And so I'm really hoping it turns into something creepy. It goes back to the cult leader thing with this new kind of character refresh. And the one thing it reminded me of that I would love to see is, it reminded me of the movie It, where the clown is on TV and then one part of the movie, and he's telling the kid to kill his dad. And I think he does it. I think the kid kills his dad because the clown told him to on TV. I would love, obviously it has to be PG, but I would love if Bray Wyatt started to do that kind of brainwashing shit. So that's that. next year. So and that's the thing. I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm done talking. I'm done talking about the Leafs. If people ask me, "Oh, you excited about the season?" No. Neutral. Yo, how's Leafs gonna do this season? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna be that guy that once again tries to be like, "Oh no, it's different this year. Just you watch." Because every single goddamn April, at the end of April lately, I come out looking like a goddamn idiot. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. I honestly think it's the team at this point. It's not the coaches. It's not the players. This team, the Toronto Maple Leafs, are destined to just do this forever. So I've talked enough about that. So I'm gonna go now.